Now I want to ask you whether or
Yes.
not you would vote for a discharge petition on the Ukraine funding bill. Because it makes sense to follow our costume dress up TV set
Right, of course.
conversation with whether or not you would vote for Ukraine.
Look, we have range, Hugh. That's what we're here for. Yes, I think. Look, I think the funding needs to go through for both Ukraine and Israel. I understand complaints where people say, "Hey, look, we tried to get the border bill. You guys said we needed the border bill, the border deal to get the funding. We tried to do that. Good faith effort didn't work out, but we still got to do the funding for our allies." I understand annoyance on both sides, but I think the funding needs to get done.
And so, discharge petition, because that means blowing past the speaker, blowing past all the right wingers, and it just means going straight to the House, where I expect more than two-thirds of the Republicans will vote for it. And so, we're not going to embarrass
Yeah,
the speaker this way.
I mean, I think if it, oh gosh, are you asking me to translate the House before 7 a.m.?
Yes, I am. And I don't know if you've had coffee. I've had a whole pot. I just don't understand what they're doing, why they're doing it. But I think I would just bypass Mike Johnson, go directly to go, do not pass, go, and do not collect $200.
Well, and here's the thing: it's not getting any easier to put these votes together in the traditional way because we just lost New York 3, right? So
Yep.
this gets trickier and trickier to thread the needle. Honestly, it might be that Johnson would be like, "Oh no, look what has happened. Now we must take this vote."
I don't think the speaker is going to get much traction at the White House. So I think he ought to just bite the bullet and say, we're not doing it. Let the discharge petition proceed and let's move on this as quickly as possible. Closing question. Ronna McDaniel's done a fine job at the RNC. She's being made the punching bag by the Trump campaign. What do you think of how they're treating Ronna?
I mean, this is classic Trump, right? You're useful to him, and as loyal as you can be, you're only useful to him for as long as you are, and then you become a scapegoat. That's how it works. It's part of it. It's part of engaging with him that is dangerous for anybody in any of those positions. And he'll do it to the next person too.
Will he do it to Laura, his daughter in law?
I would not put it past him.